but what can we learn from that to get better? And a lot of that's about preparedness, right? And feeling like, hey, am I doing all these things I need to be doing? So when I was playing the pity party on myself, right, in January, I realized I get to change how I feel about this situation right now. I have full control over how I'm feeling, what I'm telling myself, and the story I'm telling myself. And since that point in time, I've said it's okay that my business is a little bit slower or feels slower, not necessarily in revenue wise, which was crazy. It's okay to give myself grace and time. And for those of you who, struggle with that, maybe you don't have the money to invest in coaches yet or to invest in marketing support. Invest in yourself, right? Into your mental health and the story you're telling yourself. Books and podcasts have been a huge game changer for me in my business journey because I can just relate. And I think a lot of us who are high achievers struggle with turning our brains off. So that's been a really good space, but you get to decide how you want to feel about what you're doing, right? When negative stuff happens, like there's only so much we can control, but we can always control ourselves. And that's been a big game changer for me this year. Moving into February, things have just been like it's like a whole the clouds have gone. I'm now in the rainbow edge of that gloomy, depressive state I was in. But it's something that a lot of us just find excuses for, right? And we get scared. And it's so nice to have people there to remind us, like, hey, you're great. Here's the things you're doing. But sometimes we have to do more of that work on ourselves and remind ourselves that, the story we tell is just as important as the stories other tell us too. So,
Yes, yes. Interesting enough, this morning I made a comment in my mastermind group
mhm.
with one thought that has helped me all through growing my business and just staying focused and staying consistent and
Yeah.
just moving forward. And it's such a simple thought and speaks to exactly what you just said. And here, guys, get a piece of paper and a pen or open up the notes app in your phone and write this down. The thought is, it is always working, or this is always working, or things are always working. What I actually use is it's always working.
Mhm.
So this week was very slow. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Things are working. Things are
Yeah.
always working.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, right? A launch is approaching and people are not signing up for my masterclass. That's not a problem. It is working. That's
Yep.
exactly what's supposed to be happening right now. So if you get the mentality in, of it is working, things are always working. This is exactly how it's supposed to be right now. You stand strong, you stay grounded,
Yep.
and that gives your brain space to perhaps have new ideas.
Yes.
So it's always working. Things are always working perfectly.
Yep.
Even the days that feels like it's not.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I think to me too, which is really nice about like coming out of this fog that I was in, is reminding myself like having faith, right? When things go wrong and they always will, you always have stuff go wrong. And let me tell you, the more money you make, the more things seem to go wrong with that, especially if you grow a team, all this stuff. But what I've realized is when I stress about it, the longer it lasts, right? And when I look at it as like what you just said, like things are always working for me, like they're always working for you to get better, to achieve the things you want to achieve, or even better, right? A lot of us, that's what it is, opening doors for even better than what we could imagine. When I continue to have faith and feel that and say that, I get through those spaces so much quicker. And I was about, yeah, 6 weeks. And I said, oh my gosh, I need to stop. Like, I'm not having faith in this process that it is working for me. And once I started doing that again, it started to go away. And I started to, feel much better about what I was building, clients coming in again, re signing. And I think that's something that we do to ourselves. Again, it's a sabotage, right? When we're stressing about it and we're angry about it and we're resentful, it can't go anywhere. It stays.